Srinivasa Ramanujan was the greatest Indian mathematician. He was born on 22 December 1887 into a Tamil Brahmin Iyengar family in Erode, Madras Presidency, at the residence of his maternal grandparents. His father Kuppuswamy Iyengar, originally from Thanjavur district, and worked as a clerk in a sari shop. His mother Komal Latamal was a housewife and sang at a local temple. They lived in a small traditional home on Sarangpani Sanidhi Street in the town of Kumbakonam. In 1910, Ramanujan met Deputy Collector A. Ramaswamy Iyer, founder of the Indian Mathematical Society. He was struck by the extraordinary mathematical results. After noticed his pioneer work, Ramachandran Rao, the district collector for Nellore and the secretary of the Indian Mathematical Society, and he find the struggle for the Ramanujan mathematician. He mentioned Ramanujan, a correspondence that he had with Professor Sadhana, a notable Bombay mathematician, in which Sadhana expressed a lack of understanding of his work. Ramaswamy, friend Rajagopalachari, tried to quell Rao's doubt about Ramanujan's academic integrity. Rao listened as Ramanujan discussed elliptical integrals, hypergeometric series, and his theory of divergent series. Rao ultimately convinced of Ramanujan's brilliance. When Ram asked him what he wanted, Ramanujan replied that he needed work and financial support. Ramanujan was in a big struggle. He was struggling with the poverty. Rao consented and sent him to Madras. He continued his research with Rao's financial aid. With Iyer help, Ramanujan had his work published in the Journal of the Indian Mathematical Society. He compiled approximately 3,900 results, which were mostly identities and equations in finite series. 4 pi was one of his most celebrated findings. He worked on divergent series and sent approximately 120 theorems on implied divisibility properties of the partition function. He gave a meaning to all Eulerian second integers for all values of n, negative, positive, and fractional. He made substantial contributions to the analytical theory of numbers and worked on elliptical functions, continued fractions, and infinite fractions. In 1990, he worked on summing geometric and arithmetic series. Goldbach's conjecture is one of the important illustrations toward the proof of the conjunction, and the Ramanujan gives the statement that the every integer greater than 2 is the sum of two primes, which is the greatest definition of the time. Ramanujan number 1729, yes, is the smallest number which can be expressed as the sum of two cubes in different ways. 1729 Ramanujan defined as equal to the 1 cube plus 12, 9 cube plus 10 cube. He solved cubic equations and quadratic equations too in 1902 by his own method. Euler's equations by 1904, he formed a series 1 by n and calculated Euler's constant to 15 decimal places. I am very much shocked about the Ramanujan work. Around this time, Ramanujan had become aware of the work of British mathematician. After initially thinking his latter a hoax, Hardy became University of Madras. Ramanujan to come study with him at Cambridge when Hardy met her findings. During their subsequent 5-year mentorship, Hardy provided the formal framework in which Ramanujan innate a grasp of number could thrive. In 1960, Ramanujan awarded with the Royal Society of London. In 1920, he died at the age of 32, and all India was very much depressed after his death. Ramanujan made substantial contributions to mathematical analysis, number theory, game theory, infinite series, and continued fractions. Ramanujan book was published on Ramanujan, the book named A Man Who Knew Infinity, also a film, was formed in September 2015. Here are some quotations. Quotes of Ramanujan, that is, an equation means nothing to me unless it expresses a thought or good. India loans of, there is a museum dedicated to Ramanujan located in Chennai. The stamps on the name of Ramanujan released by India. And lastly, National Mathematics Day on the 25th anniversary of Srinivasa Ramanujan and birth. India declared the birthday of Ramanujan 22 December as a National Mathematician Day, National Mathematics Day.